Hey folks, this is Vint with Ad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Poker Quest. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program soon. I don't know the exact date. According to the Steam store page, it just says here, Early Access coming soon. There is a free-to-play demo that you can download and play should you want to check it out for yourself. So, what is Poker Quest? Well, don't let the poker title fool you. This is more of a deck building roguelike, light deck building elements, but more of like a playing card roguelike. Sort of like Slay the Spire, but with playing cards. So, like a typical Slay the Spire-y deck builder game, you're going to be encountering something. And then once you beat that encounter, you get to branch off into different directions. You can choose to go this way, fight a monster. You can go this way, go to town, buy upgrades, rest, or whatever. So you do have a Slay the Spire-y travel system going on. However, unlike a deck builder, you've already got your deck of cards. It's just a typical deck of playing cards. You've got your hearts and spades and diamonds and so on. And you've got your 1 through 10, then your jacks, queens, kings, aces. And depending on what you draw, you're going to be able to activate different abilities depending on your character and what items they have equipped. So you've got this profile system in this game where you start off with a knight, I believe. And you've got like 2 items that you have. One's like a sword, and you can spend cards that you draw from your deck to just add their values together, up to 2 cards, and that's how much damage you do. Or a shield, if you put certain cards together, you can block. You can put 2 cards together and then block an attack, again, up to the summed value. So if you put a 3 and a 5 together, that's 8, so you would block 8 damage incoming. Now, the number of cards that you draw for your hand will depend on upgrades that you've got. You start off with the ability to draw, say, 2 cards, okay? So you might have a very limited selection in the beginning, but you earn these poker chips, and these poker chips are like premium currency. When I say premium, I don't mean you have to spend real money or anything, but think of it as like currency that you spend to buy items, to purchase upgrades and the like, and some of those upgrades include the ability to draw more cards. So if you save your coins, or these chips rather, and you spend them on that upgrade, you can end up drawing 3, 4, 5 cards at a time every round and really start chaining off of different items, which is cool, and negating some of the RNG. Because when you're only drawing 2 cards, let's face it, if you draw a crap hand, then, there's not a whole lot of wiggle room there. But if you're drawing 5 or 6 cards, you can go, okay, well, this card and this card can chain together. These 2, not so much, but, we'll save them for something else. So you've got this sword, you've got this shield in the beginning with this particular knight, but then you get more equipment along the way that you can purchase or just find along the way. For example, I picked up this dagger that whenever you assign 9 to it, a value of 9, whether it be just the number 9 or maybe like a 5 and a 4, if you select those cards and commit to the dagger, it just like 9 damage or something like that, and it lets you draw a card. So you'll be picking up various equipment that require certain combinations of cards. And likewise, the enemies also have a specific way of behaving. For example, one enemy might need a 4-card straight in order to poison you for so much damage. Or I think there was a boss that I was fighting that had, okay, if there are 3 black cards, then he's going to block this turn, meaning on his next turn, he'll negate 55 damage or whatever. And then the other ability had, if he has 4 red cards showing, then he does a crap ton of damage, like 50-some damage to you. So you have ways to negate his incoming damage. You've got this energy that you gain over time. This energy, I think it's like 2 energy per movement that you do on the world map. And you can activate this energy to stun your opponent and make him discard his entire hand. So if he's got something really nasty coming at you, you can stun him, assuming you've got the energy to do it. You can also spend gems to draw more cards, which is nice, but again, they're limited. You do gain more over time. There is a food system in this game where you can spend food to increase your health, but you do require food every time you travel, so if you run out of food, you start losing health. So you will be able to use your currency to buy more food, or you might find more food along the way. the way. So the whole idea of the game is you've got this deck of cards, you're going to be drawing cards, you start off with basic equipment. Your goal is to use your money to upgrade your skills and your equipment, and then upgrade your card count so that you can start chaining off more cards and doing more damage to your opponent and so on. Like I said, you start off with this knight character, but as you continue playing and leveling up your profile, you unlock more characters. So, for example, there's a druid, and he comes with his own set of abilities, like Storm Call or Overgrowth, so that's kind of interesting. I have not unlocked all of these. I'm using the Steam store page screenshots to help me out here. Rogue has the Shank of Hearts, Knife +++, Pointy Axe of Darkness. I'm sure some of those may be, pickups that he found along the way. The Bard is another class that you may be unlocking over time, the Magic Lute and the Pet Snake. So there's that. So each character is going to have different ways of playing. So you'll be able to unlock more characters as you play. Again, the further you get, typically, the more points you get when leveling up your profile. So there's some replayability here in the effect that you're unlocking more characters, you're, earning, points that you could possibly earn towards your next run and so on. So do I recommend this one? Yeah, it's not, graphically, it's not the best deck builder I've ever played. And I hesitate to use the word deck builder because you're not really adding more cards to your deck. You're adding new equipment to your deck. And you sometimes upgrade these things and also upgrade your cards within your deck. Like there's a upgrade King's Altar or Shrine, and you can spend your currency to make all of your kings more powerful so that, like, if you use them in an ability, let's say you activate a king and you assign it to your sword to do damage, well, that upgraded king will also give it a +5 modifier to your damage and make it even more powerful. So you can upgrade cards in your deck, but I have not seen the ability to add more cards. So again, I hesitate to use the word deck builder here. This is like again, it's more of like a playing card roguelike with some RPG character building elements. So it's interesting, I will say that. I am not sure what the price is going to be when it does release, but anyone that enjoys Slay the Spire and enjoys the idea of an RPG, a light RPG-ish game like Slay the Spire with more of a focus on character building than deck building, then you may want to check this out. I'm enjoying it so far. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.